Hi, this is Skeeve Stevens. I'm the Chief Architect and founder of eintellego Networks. We're a specialist network provider that do creative solutions. Today I'm talking to you about open networking. Very specifically, why you? Now, the industry goes through up and down, and there's new hardware, there's new toys, but very rarely has there been such a shift, a revolutionary shift in networking that is shaking the foundations of the big players. Cisco, Juniper, Arista, Brocade. I believe one of the top 6 won't be around in the next 2 years. There's already a lot of consolidation happening right now. Ruckus is being bought. Some of the biggest wireless providers are being bought. People are consolidating. Mellanox is a new player on the market. They've got their own little new amazing chips. You've got the Asian players popping out, like Acton, coming to market, actually making the switches for some of the other existing providers like HP. The Alto line series is made by those type of people. Now, there's a lot of players, and that means a lot of choice, a lot of discounting. Some junk will appear in the market. Now, but why you? When you have to make a networking decision on your choice of vendor, the biggest thing about open networking is the price has dropped by nearly 90%, across the board on a per port basis. For the scalability and the speed has gone up by literally 400 to 1,000%. Today, if you deploy 10 gig ports and you need to jump up, look at beautiful switches like this. This is the Dell Z9100. This is 32 100 gig ports. It's actually multi-rate. 10, 25, 40, 50, 100 gig ports. All depends on the optic that you put in there, and you can choose whatever you want. Now, these are absolutely beautiful. The cost of this baby, between 15 and 20K, maybe even less. Depends how many you want to buy off them. So, but when you look at that, these are quad cables. You'll be able to put 4 10 gig ports per one of these, 128 ports per one RU. You do the math. Just think about the math of that, how dense you can be. Less racks, less heat, less power, less floor space, more density. You will be able to save across a crap load of money across the board, not just in that. Best thing about it, choose your operating system. If you want to roll out Juniper on these Dells, don't like it, no problem. Change to Cisco maybe later when they make their disaggregated platform available. Then maybe move to Cumulus. Linux is the revolution, is still going and going strong. Massive amount of network engineers now are getting into orchestration, automation, Ansible, Puppet, all those kinds of things to be able to deploy these switches. My engineers are loving it. Now, you need flexible, cloud, full stack engineers. Is that even a term yet? Full stack engineers, which means the Linux, the orchestration, the hardware, the installation, the routing protocols. How much do you know? Full stack engineer. Coin the term right now. So these are beautiful. These are all sub 10K. They're 4048 ONs, open networking series Dells. And it's not just talking about Dells. HP have got the Alto lines. Mellanox have got their platforms. Mellanox have got even a beautiful, beautiful switch called I think it's the 2100. Basically, it's one of these in half. It's a beautiful baby, in half. 16 100 gig ports in a half rack chassis. Imagine what you can do with that, But we're talking about why you. Why not you? If you're going to roll out a massive infrastructure, whether it be distributed across the country, whether it be just in massively scalable data centers because you're using compute or office access and a variety of cabled access, do you want to be spending 2, 3, 5, 10 times the amount of money that your competitors doing to achieve the same result? Well, 2016 is the year of open networking. And the resurgence and the rise of 100 gig networking. The number of ports being consumed is going to go skyrocket through the roof. When I've got these babies sitting here, the price of them is affordable. Who needs the old equipment? And guess what's coming next? This is white box switching. We call this white box switching. The next in open networking, white box routing. At the end of the year, all you need to do is add an NPU to this, and you replace this. This is a Cisco G1 or something like that. You won't even need that. You'll be able to put an NPU in here. You'll be able to take multi-million routes, BGP routes and things like that. You'll be able to do other networking functionality. That's what's coming. The open networking revolution is real. It is going to cost you a lot less to get into. There is a lot of talent out there. You're going to have to skill up a few people. But why you? Why not? It doesn't make any sense not to do this. It doesn't make any sense not to spend up to 90% less than you need to for 1,000% more speed. Just doesn't make sense. I want to see everybody. You don't have to buy it off me. You don't have to get us to manage it. I'm here right now as an advocate for open networking. Now, that doesn't mean I'm dissing Cisco. That doesn't mean I'm dissing Juniper or Arista or anybody else. They're going to join the game. Juniper's already got a QFX. I think it's the 5200 or 5300. That's an ONIE capable switch. That's the bootloader. You can load Cumulus and a variety of other things on those switches into a hypervisor. Cisco is going to have to do the same thing. There's rumors that the one of the Nexus 9500s or something like that is going to be an ONIE capable switch, which means installing Junos on a Cisco switch. I can't wait for that. That is so exciting, just to see the disaggregation, and the choice is back in our hands. Which vendor do you want to use? And you know what? If you decide to change your mind, you don't have to pull out of a lot of switches out of the data centers. You just change the operating system and deploy it with orchestration. Why not you? Ben Skeeve Stevens talking about open networking. Why any reason you shouldn't be doing this? I can't think of it. Talk to you soon.